So last night, this is my first trip to LA. I've never been here before. I've been to San Francisco a lot. And it eluded me to get out here. And, you know, one of my best friends is here, and I wanted to come out. And some stuff, like, professionally that we'll get into later. And home-wise, it was that right opportunity. My birthday was 2 weeks ago, and he's like, yo, I got a plane ticket. You're going to come out to LA. And I was like, great. So we've been hitting some sites, you know, doing shit. And so we've been to like a couple of things. And last night was our like drinking night. It was the one night we actually went out. Did we go out? Yes, we went out. We went to Frolic Room, which I loved that fucking bar. That was cool. Where did we go? We went to the Frolic Room, Lost Property, which was a nice whiskey bar. The fucking bartender was a saint. He was a really nice guy. Excuse me. He was great. For like a high price whiskey closet, I guess you'd call it. He was fucking dope. And we did that. There's that It thing across the street. And I was like, fuck. And he's like, the security guard's like, if you want to get in, dude, just go buy a fucking IMAX ticket and I'll get you in. I was like, that's it? And he goes, yeah, all these people are standing in line. If they just went and bought a fucking IMAX ticket, they could go right in. I'm like, shit, I'm going to go buy it.
What was it, like the It premiere?
Dude, there's a whole fucking carnival at like downtown or whatever.
Hollywood and Vine.
Oh, really?
There's a literal fucking carnival with huge Pennywise heads and shit.
Really?
Yeah, I want to try to get in there today. And so we did that, and then we went over to Elbow Room, which was okay. It was good, like decent, you know, shitty bar pizza. It was $10, which in this town is a fucking incredible.
Yeah, $10 for a 20-inch pie. It's not shitty pizza.
No, it was just food, you know? It wasn't great pizza. It wasn't bad pizza. It's just food.
Yeah.
And we went there, turned it up, and then we went to the Monty, which was nice. I really liked that. The bartender was a doll. Gold Country night, and my hillbilly ass was up in that fucking booty like you don't even know. I was fucking like playing. I was like, you got George Strait Amarillo by morning? He's like, fuck yeah, I do, brother. And like that, the DJ sat next to me and was like, let's talk about country music. I was like, I'm here for this all fucking day, guy.
That's cool.
I got Hank Williams tattooed on my wrist.
And he gave me a good layup. He's like, when this comes on, go dance with the bartender.
Yeah. And guess what? Like I straight up like gave her a quick twirl and I just turned her right over to Matt. I was like, you dance with her this fucking song. And what worked out? She was like, no one ever dances with me. I live in Texas, dude.
It's a good wingman.
Yeah.
I live in Texas. I know how all that shit works.
And I'm a weird man. Like all night, I was just like, if you want to fuck her, fuck her.
I'm like, no, I'm an emotional wreck. I would never do that. And but he's just like, yeah, who doesn't do that? We went to Jumbo's, which was interesting. Jumbo,
Yeah.
I guess everyone's like, you got to go to Jumbo's.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. I had more fun talking to Nadia, who used to play bass in Coal Chamber.
It's a landmark.
Yeah, it was just, I didn't even pay attention to the strippers.
Courtney Love stripped there.
Oh, is that where she did?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that's where she stripped. I didn't really pay attention to the girls. I was too busy talking about like wanting to hear rock and roll stories.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Walking into Jumbo's is the last thing I really remember.
And we went to some other place and it sucked. It was really loud. And we walked home. So the fun part is we walk home. This motherfucker is so drunk. Like, had I had some drinks? Yes, but I was totally functional. Like, could I have passed a sobriety test? I might. I'm a pretty good drunk driver. I've just learned how to be a good one over the years. I could have probably fucking, figured it out. Walking home, no. The human pinball over here. I'm trying to hold him up as he's walking, but he's not exactly a fucking small guy.
Yeah.
And he's fucking trying to armbar me and like choke me out. I was like, stop trying to put me in the fucking clinch, dude. I didn't even know what a fucking clinch was till I was watching him play UFC fighting games all day.
What is the clinch?
Oh, did I try to get you like in a plum? Like,
Dude, you kept fucking doing every like arm thing over the head to me. And I was like, yo, I'm literally keeping you standing.
Would he have made it home without you?
Fuck no. Fuck
yeah, I
no.
would have. Blackout Bat knows what he's doing.
He would have crawled home.
You would have made it home?
Not in the best shape, but I would have made it.
So fucking we get down the street and like he's like giving me a speech on how the night's going, and then he fucking falls into a wooden planter, like falls into it, knocking it over. I was like, yo. Then we like walk past two cops just walking down the street,
Yeah.
and they're in their like orange vests and stuff, and then he fucking just throws the traffic cone. And I was like, yo, dude, what are you doing? And white privilege they didn't give a fuck. They were like, deal with that yourself, my guy. and was fucking walking him down the street, getting arm choked. I was like, stop fucking choking me. I'm trying to hold you up. And we get back here, and he fucking ding, 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 all the way into the walls trying to get over here. He throws his hat and his glasses and all of his shit on the counter. I've like steered him around from hitting the fucking alcohol cart.
That's very important of you.
Yeah, because there's fucking glass and alcohol. It would have been a nightmare.
Well, that's the most valuable thing in the apartment.
Yeah. Well, you do have some interesting porn books. Then we like get into the hallway there. He starts stripping fucking clothes. He goes into his bed. He's like, it's so fucking hot in here. He goes there and then he makes it to the bathroom, barfs like a fucking madman in the bathroom. Like, I didn't know if like the human could hold that much. Like, I've thrown up, man. I'm a piece of shit who has gone out hard a lot. I used to live in New Orleans. He just like a lot. And then I'm like, okay.
Sometimes you gotta do it, you know?
Yeah, dude.
You gotta do it, you gotta do it.
Then I fucking...
Well, I'm a professional. It was all in the toilet.
Yeah, he got it all in the toilet.
That's all that matters.
This morning,
Exactly.
I hit that blue shit, and I was like, yo, we can't be having people come over here, and it looks like fucking
Someone
Freddy
died.
Krueger's fucking neck up in here.
Yeah.
And he takes his clothes off, and he's like, it's so fucking hot. And he started laying in the hallway. And I was like, yo, I kicked the air down to like 52. I slept in a hoodie last night because it was so fucking cold. You know when you're drunk and it's all hot?
Yeah.
Then he made it to the bathroom, and I was like, I can't just leave him like this. So I got him his blanket and his pillow and set him up on the floor, and I took all of his shit and put it in a pile because the next day you're like, where's my life? And then you do that thing where you look at your phone and see who you've texted or Instagram messaged, and you're like,
Nobody. I texted nobody.
that's cool.
Nice.
Like the only person I texted was the bartender at Monty, but that before midnight.
Yeah.
So and it was a coherent like, hey, thanks for taking care of my guy. Podcast tomorrow. That's it. It wasn't like, I want to see your tits.
Could have been a lot worse.
Oh, I've definitely sent a lot worse.
Yeah, it was
I've
pretty...
definitely sent some play-by-play tweets of me being drunk before.
Yeah, it was we made it through, but he like eventually made it in his room, and I look in because his alarm was going off in his pants, and I turned it off and stuck his thing in there, and I looked in because I got up early to work, and I'm like, okay, I see him moving. So he's alive in there, and it was just this dark cave of you just hear. I was like, okay, he's not dead, and then I left.
I heard you coming into my room did wake me up, and like my first thought was gun, and then I realized, oh, people are here. Never mind, back to sleep.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus.
It's a good friend though. Looking out for you.
Oh, and I was so confused, like because I wake up on the bathroom floor under a blanket and a pillow, and my first thought is like, how'd I get in bed? And then realized I wasn't in bed. I was so confused, like, wait, why is my pillow and the blanket on the bathroom floor? Did I do this?
No, you did not. You would have just been laying there in a fucking human puddle.
Yeah, no, I've done that plenty of times. That's why I was really confused by the blanket and the pillow. Like, I've never done this before. This is way too organized for me.
So that was our night last night.
Welcome to LA.